Camera's ready whenever you are.
Would you like to explain to the very kind folks why I've broken 3 drill bits and burn up 2 more?
I fucked up. That little fucking impact is a 1/2 inch impact. I put a lug nut on with it. It was way too fucking tight. So now, Paul's drilling out the stud because it's been rounded off by probably about 20 different fucking sockets.
Yeah, we're counting on 8 completely ruined back sockets that are just kind of like welded to extensions at the moment.
All because I decided to fucking send it with the 1/2 inch impact. You know how Hoonigan fucking did that with their BMW and broke studs? Guess what? I can't get my tire off, so we can't finish the brakes on the tire that needs the brakes done, where we have a brake hose and a brake caliper. So Paul's behind me, drilling out a stud. Like I just said, this is going to be a fun, eventful afternoon, evening, weekend. I did this at about 10 o'clock this morning.
It's almost 12 hours later.
It's about 8:30, almost 9.
To be fair, we went and got food, but...
And did other things.
This might be our only other solution. A Dremel, angled Dremel.
Yeah.
Well,
Fun times when Tofu fucks up and tries to do something by himself while everybody else is either at work or asleep.
in other news, there be our cat.
You want to say hi, Bill?
The entertainment of it.
Exactly. You gonna fix the stud, Bill? Or is that Paul's work?
We're trying to figure out how he is it so he's been outside all day.
Right?
Here's your other option, bud.
So we'll come back to you when it's done. Oh, by the way, MP7 flight crew. Here, hold on. Go ahead and explain them.
Yes, we got the shirts. Kevin got us the shirts. These are to promote our... Excuse me. I could not resist.
Okay, so I'll just dub over what that's going on and put a link to the shirts. They're on Teespring and everything else like that. So that's something new. Yeah. Ew.
Gamblers. Gamblers.
Yes.
This is the end result. What happens when your buddy decides it's a good idea to use your Mac 1/2 inch impact, which has way too much fucking balls to put a lug nut on. And on top of that, he just sent it.
All the Ugga Duggas.
Instead of us just getting lucky and his dumbass snapping it off, I spent the past 20 minutes drilling and filing this bitch out. But the good news is, my drill went straight. The bad news is, this thing is hot to the touch. It hasn't worked this hard since my days in modification and upfitting of Class 8 trucks.
How's the rim look?
fucking scratched all to hell. Scratched, marred, dinged, but I only got one little nick in the fucking acorn, so no permanent damage.
So all
in all, don't do that again or you're doing it yourself.
yes, boss.
I hate having to go into boss mode. Do you know how much I hate that? Fuck. Dude. Now I'm starting to wonder if it's going to be the half-inch that survives this. Yeah, I know. I'm starting to wonder if I should get my starting to wonder if I should get my freaking easy red out.
Here, let me get a
I
close up of
seriously
that
hope
fucking
that's pulling
socket.
straight.
Let me get that socket. I want to see what that looks like.
Gone? That's what it looks like.
Focus. There we go. Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, I know. But look how close we are.
Yeah, you have to get a light in there. I cannot see it from there. I can see it from here. Shine your light a little bit towards it. Nope, other way. Like, shine it more from this side. Sorry. There we go. Okay.
I'm amazed the socket's even holding together. It's getting to the point where somebody's about gonna have to fucking step on this motherfucker. I mean, I can do that. Because this is getting really hard in the fucking arms. Oh, I'm sure it is. Glad it's your fucking gorilla arms and not mine. Yeah, shut the fuck up. Asshole. I thought you said you wanted somebody to step on it. God damn, I don't know what's bending worse, my ratchet or the fucking pry bar. Nope, no. Oh, and you're so close, too.
I know.
Like, almost able to pinch my fucking fingers. Kinda close.
I know.
But the bar does not like that at all, boy. Where's easy red? Ooh. Ha. Ooh. Fuck. Socket is just a little bit warm. Oh, I bet. Helps if I have this going in the correct direction. And we're going to see how fast we break this one. That one's not even phased.
I know.
Half the price.
Under
Under half the price of my son of a bitch. Ah, fuck. Oh, that was right in the shit. God damn it. Oh, dude, that thing sprang back and caught me like a semi-clutch. I haven't seen something that funny in a long while. Ow, 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 get your fucking hand off the hood! My hand's not on the hood. Jesus Christ. I didn't know Bertha could bend that way. Oh yeah. Oop, slipped. Yep. Happens. Oop, God damn it. Bring it up. And I'll set it in with my foot. The one pry bar that has never fucking failed us. I'd hope not.
Yeah, no, not at $410.
Not that expensive, but yeah. That's not to the tune of not cheap. We're getting there.
Still waiting to see which one breaks first.
It's either going to be this fucking lug, this ratchet, or this socket.
Yep.
Watch it be Bertha.
I'd be somewhat fucking impressed.
You won't break, Bertha. Not that easy.
This guy's pried apart semi-tires with Bertha.
I have fucking lifted semi-cabs with Bertha. And I'm not talking, cab. I'm talking full-on freaking sleeper. Lifted it right off the fucking mounts with this thing.
I don't know what's more impressive, the fact that the bar could do that, but the fact that he did it with the bar.
Things can be very easy with enough leverage.
Okay, looks like socket is going to be our winner in that race.
Yep, it's almost there.
I just hope this motherfucker's actually pulling straight.
Oh, it's almost there. I can fucking taste it.
I'm glad you can taste something other than metal shavings.
I'm surprised I can. Considering I had to drill that fucking thing out.
There went the socket. Actually, no, that was the pry bar.
Sleep Bertha there. Bertha's still working. Ah.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say impact it the rest of the way with a wheel.
No.
I said if I didn't know any better. Come on. I know what got us here in the first place.
Whoa, broke socket. Holy fuck. We kind of dicked up the threads down here a little bit, but...
You want to hold up the socket in the light? Just put it on like your knee. Right there. That's too close to the... I can't focus on that. That's why I said it. Just to like hold it on your knee or something.
I can't really hold it.
Okay, that's not going to work. Oh, no, it is. Turn it to where... Yeah.
Sacrificial China socket.
There's the good view of it. Yeah. Okay.
Like I said, we ended up digging up the threads a little bit in the end. I don't think that's going to bother anything.
I don't think so either.
Because the wheel is going to cover most of that.
Yeah.
It didn't fuck. I don't think it's fucked with the integrity of it or anything, so. Cool.
Gambler card!
As long as the fucking lug nut holds it, I don't care. Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. You look tired, Paul.
Dude, I had fucking 2 hours of sleep before I had to get up for work this morning. Worked, and came back here, and I've been doing this shit, and it's what, 11:30, maybe?
We were supposed to be in a mock battle 3 hours ago.
No,
Not quite 3 hours ago. It's about 10:15.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, it feels so much longer. This whole...
Feels like 2 o'clock in the morning all over again.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
Alrighty, so explain what we just did real quick, Paul.
Well, first, I'm going to explain myself getting a cigarette and venturing to get my Kego Coke Zero
I'm gonna stop this whenever you're ready.
So, what we have here is very unfortunate circumstances. And I hate myself. And I'm tired. I want to throw up. But I can't. Because rice does not come back very well. At any rate, what we got here is this, which I had to use to put in this lug, which I kind of boogered the threads up on the end of, and the bevel honestly is protruding. I'm kind of concerned about that, but worst case scenario, I'll waller out a hole in the rotor to get it to fit right. It won't be a problem as long as it clears the rotor holes. And what I ended up having to do was, after 3 hours of fighting with a lug nut, that numbnuts up here behind the camera decided he needed to fucking yeet with a 1/2 inch fucking impact. Well, I wish he'd just snapped the fucking lug off and saved us the trouble. But he didn't. Because in true to form fashion, these things are built way more resilient than you would freaking think for a 98 shitbox Dakota. I mean, I had something going fucking right because this thing's still alive. And surprisingly, void of a lot of the rust issues I've normally seen in these years. So I ended up having to drill this lug out. Lucky for us, when we did so, we pounded the old piece of stud that was left out, and we noticed it was very similar to a set of lug studs that he had bought for his Mustang drift project. And it just so happened that with just a wee bit of coercing, you know, getting the hole a little bit bigger on the hub, not too much so that it would really damage anything, we were able to pull one of the failed trial studs that we were going to put in the Mustang into here, and it's the same thread pitch. It's maybe a tad longer than the rest of these, but that's no big deal. We have our little locking socket down here, which is open-ended unlike all the other ones, so we'll put the lock stud on that one, and sacrificial lug nut and socket. Plus down here somewhere, amidst all this fucking mess that I have at my feet, there's the old piece of the lug that I had drilled out somewhere. There it is. That's what's left of it. After it fucked around for, I want to say 2-3 hours, we messed trying to get an extractor on it, and extractors wouldn't work. Everything was rounding off. Couldn't go to the next socket size down. It just rounded off. I tried just drilling in on this fucking hole over here. I broke my small bits, and in the end I just ended up, you know, snapped 2-3 bits trying to do it that way. So I went out, fucking started drilling this thing, destroyed 2 or 3 drill bits again, and as the final hoorah, I decimated my last good frame drill bit that I had set from work. So no more of the big 5/8 drill bits. Well, I don't think 5/8 or 1/2 inch, whatever it is. It's floating around over here somewhere, I'm sure. It's a 1/2 inch. Either way, it was the last of my really big bits. It is now done for. So I destroyed all my favorite drill bits. But in the end, I got the result I wanted. We were able to just knock the freaking tire right the hell off. And you won't be able to see it really, but there's still 2 threads left in this thing. I'm amazed we were able to get the fucking thing to pull out. But we lucked out. We had another stud, 1/2 inch 20, just like all the other ones. And Now I guess it's time to get this piece of junk caliper replaced, and we'll see where we go. See if we have all 4 brakes instead of 3 out of 4 now. Because before, I don't know what the hell was going on. It just, something's messed up in the caliper or whatever. It wouldn't move, wouldn't bleed, couldn't get any fluid here. You pop the line off on the caliper and fluid start puking out, but nothing would come out the bleeder screw, and we couldn't get anything to come out with the 1-man, so we tried pumping it. I pounded it around the yard a minute trying to get everything to loosen back up. Got 3 out of the 4 brakes working, but this one was just an enigma. I've never actually seen a caliper screw up like that before. I've seen them leak, or seen a pinch line or something that normally would cause a problem, but normally when they hang up, and this one didn't hang up at all. So that's the end of it for me tonight. I'll throw these 2 on getting this brake work done, or whatever. Call it a night, get back at it in the morning, see if we can get the light bar harness worked in, finished up, and that's honestly about it, because the light bar harness also includes getting the switch pack hooked up, and I want to try experimenting with our little LED headlight things that we got going on. Don't know if you guys have seen that yet or not, but it's pretty cool little thing going on there. In fact, I might just show you guys if the camera's going to cooperate.
As long as you have the light on whatever you're pointing at. You gotta shine the light at it, because I can't see as soon as the light's away.
So up here we have our little low and high beam DOT approved headlights, a little marker light, turn signal marker light, and just for shits and grins, we'll turn them on. Well, those are a little brighter than I thought. I don't know if this thing's on highs or lows. Ouch! It was on highs.
It was on high.
Well, there's the low beams, high beams. If I have my way, they'll be doing this with the high beams. We'll see. I'll experiment with that tomorrow. But it's a pretty cool, unique little setup there. Everything with it should work out. Then again, we'll see what the Indiana State Patrol says about that. Well, that's it for tonight, folks.